we don't always know what will bring the desired result. We don't always know what will yield the results that we want. We are constantly taking small gambles. We are constantly orienting our life in such a way where we take a risk to pursue happiness in one direction and see whether or not it works out. We do this with our health, we do this with our career, we do this with our relationships. We're constantly navigating circumstances, outer circumstances, in order to cultivate the conditions for happiness. Because we have this view that happiness is conditioned. We might forget that from time to time. We might think that happiness is some great ultimate state that we find. It's a destination, and once you arrive at that destination, you never leave that destination. But even in the way we act, even in the way we conduct ourselves in the pursuit of happiness, we can see that happiness is often conditioned. It is always conditioned, actually, because we are accumulating circumstances. We are accumulating the markers of happiness. We are looking for that ideal career, ideal home, ideal partner or spouse, or some ideal set of circumstances. And only when all four walls have been erected, and only when the roof has been put on, and only when the paint is dry on this house of happiness will we finally arrive at that place. But it's conditioned, because what if one of the walls falls away? What if the roof caves in? What if one of those elements in our life which construct our world of happiness falls away? Then we no longer have that place. We no longer have that ideal setting. And it's very easy for those conditions to be taken from us. I say taken from us because that's how it feels. It feels that we've been denied happiness in some way. But we expect that once we attain the perfect career, that career will not change. It will just continue. But careers change all the time. They change based on the market. They change based on staffing, the economy, our own interests. We might be happy in our career one year and not happy in our career the next. Circumstances change. They are impermanent. And so we cannot guarantee that particular cornerstone of happiness, as we often pursue it in modern life, will stick around. And that is true for our health, that is true for our spouses, that is true for any number of circumstances which we prop up as a construct of our house of happiness. This is not to be a bummer. I know it is kind of a bummer, but it's not meant to be. The point of looking at this house of happiness, or perhaps a house of cards in this sense, is that we have made an assumption about where happiness is, and we are investing our time in accumulating all these different conditions, while what we are really looking for is something unconditioned. We are looking for something that lasts. We are looking for something which is not subject to the ordinary impermanence or interdependence of the world around us. And that reveals some of our assumptions. It reveals that we are investing our time in the wrong areas. Because one can have a career, one can have a partnership, one can have a house and many other wonderful things in life and enjoy them, but still not have that be the basis for happiness. These are things that are a part of our life. These are things that can bring us joy. They can uplift our lives. They can add to the quality of our lives. But it is dangerous to base our happiness on these ideas. It's dangerous to create a house of cards as our happy home.